Are you struggling to find out the rules and regulations regarding the FDI, that is the foreign investment that you are seeking to get into your company which has been incorporated in India? Then you are at the right place. So we will discuss about the FDI regulations that are prevalent in India. Welcome to KCC channel. I'm CS Sandeep. Now, what exactly is FDI? FDI stands for Foreign Direct Investment, and whenever a foreign company wishes to invest into India, it has to follow certain regulations of the government. FDI is always for the long term, and whenever an FDI is brought into the country, into the company which is formed in India, then it takes shape of control in the company that is in India, meaning thereby that the foreign company gets control, it brings in the technical know-how, and also gets the management of the company that is in India. As against foreign portfolio investment, which is a short-term investment, and it cannot exceed 10% of the total capital in the company. So that is FDI, which can be taken away on the wishes of the investor. Now, there are certain sectors based upon which the investment is brought into India. Actually speaking, there are two categories, one in which the government permission is required in some of the sectors, and another one is through which you do not require any kind of permission. That is called the automatic route. So we are going to discuss about all these rules and regulations. For this, we have divided this discussion into 4 categories, and now let us discuss these one by one. The first category here is 100% FDI permitted through the automatic route. As you see in this chart, the 100% FDI, that is, you can invest 100% of the capital into the company when you are operating in any of these sectors. For instance, it could be agriculture and animal husbandry, construction development projects, transport services, civil aviation, greenfield and brownfield, and the list goes on. Second category is 100% FDI permitted through the government route. Now here you can invest 100% of the capital, but only after prior approval from the government. The sectors in which 100% FDI is permitted through the government route are mining and mineral separation of titanium bearing minerals and ores, retail trading including e-commerce, publishing printing of scientific technical magazines, satellites, establishment and operations, publication of facsimile edition of foreign newspapers. Next category here is 100% FDI through the government plus the automatic route. Now here the difference is that up to a certain percentage you can invest under the automatic route. You need not take any permission from the government, and beyond that percentage you have to take permission from the government to bring in more capital. For instance, in the defense industry you can invest up to 74% under the automatic route, but if you want to go beyond 74%, then you have to take permission from the government. Similarly, in the banking private sector, up to 49% you can invest under the automatic route, but beyond 49% you have to take permission from the government, but up to 74% you can invest. You cannot go up to 100%. Next category is 100% FDI permitted through the government or the automatic route. Here the difference is that there are certain sectors in which you can invest under the automatic route but to a certain percentage, meaning thereby that supposing you invest in an insurance company, you can invest under the automatic route without taking any permission from the government up to 74%. Similarly, you can invest in power exchanges up to 49%. You cannot go beyond that. In pension sector, you can invest up to 49%. Then the The second part here is the government route. You can invest into these sectors after taking prior permission from the government. For example, you can invest in banking public sector up to 20% by taking permission from the government, uplinking of news and current affairs TV channels up to 49% you can invest after taking prior approval from the government. Next is the prohibited sectors. Now these sectors are those sectors in which you cannot invest by any means. That means government prohibits investment in these sectors. These are chit funds, nidhi company, gambling, betting, and including casinos, real estate business or construction of farmhouses. You can see them all on this screen. So these are the regulations with regard to the FDI, and you get a fair idea of how you can invest in these sectors and what are the regulations pertaining to investment in these sectors. If you find this video useful, please press the like button and consider subscribing to our channel, and share this video as much as possible. Click the alert notification also. We keep making these videos and it will encourage us to making such videos in future as well. Thank you and goodbye for now.